What's going on, people? It's Mr. back again with a late stream. I hope everyone's fit and well. And yes, it's been a long time since I've done a stream. Let's talk about the win on Thursday. What a win! What a win for Sean Dyche's men. Oh, I can't believe it. But I'm still buzzing. I'm actually buzzing. We beat a good team, Porto, and people in the chat. How are you feeling about this result, man? It's so good. It's so good to win this match. Before we do start. Please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and a massive shout out to my sponsor, to Adam Hollis Far and Wide. They're a Nottinghamshire-based company, and they are proudly sponsoring my channel till the end of the season. So a massive shout out to Adam Hollis Far and Wide. We've got a massive game tomorrow against Bournemouth, haven't we? And as usual, I'll be there tomorrow to see Forest play. And yes, I've been there so many times and we never beat them. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can beat them. I've got a guest in Craig coming in soon. And Craig was trying to beef with me before the stream. So, Craig, I know you're backstage, Craig. Don't, Forest fans, be nice. Because I know he says to me he's been trying to wind up the Forest fans up, and I said to him, if you're trying to wind up me and the chat up, Forest fans, just go for him. Just go for him as well. But listen to me, for jokes aside, he's a good guy. So like I said, we do a late stream, and people in the chat as well. I've done a poll. If there's any Bournemouth fans on here as well, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Bournemouth, Forest, or draw? So far, 5% says Bournemouth, 57% says Forest, and 38% says no. But put in the chat, people, what is your score predictions for tomorrow's game? Right, before I get Craig in, I got evening. Is he a Forest? People, I know that there's Forest fans and Bournemouth fans watching this. What team do you support? What do you need to support? Legend, even if Dore, no one can break his now. Come on, your res, massive shout out. Colin, how you doing, my friend? People, if you want to be like Colin, be a member to my channel, please do. It helps my channel a lot. Chelsea, evening, Ben. We are back because everything is going to be back for Sean. Yes, of course we are back, Chelsea. We are back. I don't know why is Chelsea in? Is that Chelsea? Not you, Chelsea. Why is it Chelsea Butler 2567? I don't know why he's got that. But shout out to Chelsea. If that is you, Chelsea. Evening. How you doing, Scott? Again, Scott's got that. Why is YouTube done this? I don't know why YouTube's done this. Nicky Williams was 15 out of 10 in that game. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? He was. We got a feeling Mike's like a 1-0 winner. I'm gonna give my score prediction at the end of the stream. I will do. And 1-1 tomorrow. I'm happy with 3. Bournemouth are better than they are. This is why I got Craig on to talk about Bournemouth. So, like I said, people, Craig was trying to wind me up before the stream starts. So, we're going to get him now. Here he is. So, people in the stream, please be nice to Craig because he was trying to wind me up.
Hello, Mr. Dore. How are you doing? You all right, mate?
Are you feeling better now, Craig?
I am feeling better, actually. Yeah, I'm feeling better. And I'm very, very positive ahead of this weekend. Haven't we been in this situation before? You know, if I remember. Yeah, it was the championship season, wasn't it?
I can't remember. You're not cheated.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a really windy day. There was floods along the coast.
You cheated out the game. You cheated. No, there's twice you cheated. The one that got called off because you had so many injuries. And what was it? Your banner? Was it your logo?
Yeah, something fell off the stadium. So
fell off.
It did. It was very windy. You know, we'll have that. It was not the right.
Craig, listen, I went down there. It wasn't. Well, was it a few trees? A few trees fell down.
A couple of branches fell down, but I think they made the right decision in calling the game off.
No, they didn't. You know they didn't because how many players did Bournemouth have out that season?
Quite a few at that point.
Quite a few. So you cheated, and even the game you cheated. Absolutely cheated that game as well when you beat us 1-0 and you got promoted. But
I've got some sour grapes here.
And now we're here. We're in the Premier League. And you're doing well.
Yes, you're not doing
well.
So
We're
well.
doing okay. So before
Wow.
before we get all this up, Craig. So let's talk about Bournemouth, man.
Yeah,
Because
go for it, mate.
I'll be honest, right? You lost some top players before the season started,
Hmm.
and I thought you were gonna play. Oh no, here we go. Bournemouth gonna flop now, but you've done the opposite. He started very very well. Talk to me, man. And as well, people, be nice to him. But any slander from you, Craig, I'll get the chat to come for you. You understand me,
Go for
Craig?
it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, it's great to be back on here. So like you say, yeah, we did lose quite a lot of players. Dean Howson, he had a release clause in his contract when he
Mm,
signed from Juventus. Of course, that was initiated by no other than Real Madrid. Anybody would be mad not to go there. So made perfect sense.
mm.
Milos Kerkez, he went off to Liverpool. Of course, scored this evening as well. So yeah, Milos, outstanding
And,
left back.
and Liverpool lost people just thought I'd rub it in.
Exactly, against Brentford, the team that everybody, our bogey team. That is, we're your bogey team, but Brentford are definitely ours. Um,
Yeah.
of course, Zabania left the club as well. Um, Went off to PSG, European champions. How could we stop him? Um, it was a very, very, very turbulent period, in all honesty. And yeah, a lot of people would think with the players that we lost, are we really going to be able to replicate what we did last season?
Mm,
However, what we do have is we do have some great coaches. And, the head of that coach in plan is Andoni Iraola. Not only that, though, you look at Simon Francis and Tiago Pinto. Tiago Pinto,
Simon Francis, the one from Nottingham.
yes, he is
He's from
originally from
Nottingham.
Nottingham.
He's
Yeah,
from
he
Nottingham, West
is.
Bridgford. He's from people. If you don't know, Simon Francis is from Nottingham.
He's
So
outstanding. Absolutely outstanding the work he's done. What he's done is he's learned from Richard Hughes, who was, of course, he's now at Liverpool now. He was at
Liverpool,
Bournemouth,
yeah.
so he's learned the trade there. And then we've got Tiago Pinto come in, who is really our version of George Mendes. Like
Mm,
Wolves, he's really our George Mendes, and he's been picking up these players. So Andoni's been saying, look, this is what I need, this is what I want. These are the players that I expect to probably leave. These are the players that I don't rate. And they've replaced them with young, quality, talented players. Um, I don't know how Tiago Pinto's doing it. Let's be fair, it's definitely not Football Manager or FIFA.
mm,
What he's doing is picking out these players. He's like going on there and saying, right, get me the best wonder kids. And he seems to be pulling them out of the bag. You look at and he's probably not going to play tomorrow, in all honesty. But you look at Milosakovic. Now, Milosakovic is 18 years old, and we've signed him for a minimal amount, a Serbian under 21 player. And he come on, and he's not played much, but when he has, he's like unbelievably composed at that age.
mm,
An age where you would expect most players to be learning the trade, feeling the game out. We've just gone and found another Dean Howson. Adrian Traffer. You tell me, has anybody heard of Adrian Traffer before he's turned up at Bournemouth?
Oh,
Probably
the left back.
the left back, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah, Forrest will link with him. Forrest was.
But he's quality. He's absolutely outstanding. And in fact, what we've done is we've signed a player who is a step up from Milos Kerkez,
Yeah, you have. You have. Okay.
Diakite. I really
Mm,
like Diakite. He's not the tallest player, and he's he, for a central defender. He looks quite slimline. However, he reads the when the ball's coming in. He reads it so well. He backs off and gets his head up to it. And how we're signing these players. You look at Amin Adli, he's a talent for the future.
mm.
Ellie Junior Krupi, of course, scored two.
Who? Who are these
Ellie
players? Who
Ellie
are they?
Junior Krupi.
Like, quick, you got like when you mention these players, you go like I know these players. I ain't got a foggiest clue who you're talking
Mate,
about. All I
honestly,
know is Simon Francis. That's all I know.
mate, they are quality. And what Thiago Pinto and Simon Francis are doing is absolutely unbelievable. It's something else. In fact, we are dreaming, and I'm sorry to say it on this podcast. Part of me is dreaming we could do a bit of a Leicester. We could do something ridiculous.
Right, Craig. Right now, Craig. Right now.
What? No, we're getting carried away here.
Listen, right. Now you can stop. You can stop now. You can stop. Please, just stop.
You would feel good, pleased for us though if we did
No,
that.
no, no. I'll be very no. Of course, no. Like, banter aside, I'll be very happy if you like. I speak to loads of Bournemouth fans, and I want like teams like yourself to
Yeah.
break that top six all the time. I don't want the same usual top six. Like with us, when we finished seventh last season, I want us to break them. It's like with Newcastle, Aston Villa. I want them to be in the top six as well. So I'm not jokes. I do want you to do well, but to win the league, you're pushing a little bit. I don't think you got.
Well, the thing is it Arsenal are, of course, top at the moment, and we know what they do. They bottle it. Sunderland are doing very, very well. Man City, I honestly think, when we play Man City, in a couple of weeks' time, I feel comfortable that we might actually get a result against them. And okay, it's great to dream. Yeah, it's probably going to fall back on my face, and but I tell you what, I will do a Gary Lineker, and I will run all the way to Dean Court and back in a pair of cherry Y fronts if we do it.
Wait. Say that again.
I will run to Dean Court and back in a pair of cherry Y fronts if we actually did that. It would be the most remarkable story in English football, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh,
But hey, we're dreaming. Well,
you dream.
we're dreaming.
No.
Hey,
Of course, it's
great.
okay to dream, and because like I said, we as far as fans thought we get Champions League, but we still got European football. So
Honestly, I would have loved to have seen you get Champions League. And, I know that we have a little bit of banter on here, but, I do have so much time for Nottingham Forest. To be honest, Forest fans probably haven't
you
got
still
much
have me on
time for
Nando's,
me at
Craig.
the moment.
You still have me on Nando's.
I do.
Do you really think I forgot about people in the chat? Was it 4 or 5 years ago? I said to him,
It was, yes.
I said to the people will know if they know if you know. Craig said you'll get me a Nando's, and since then he's not got me a Nando's. So Craig,
Mate, honestly, we have to do this.
no, you have to do this. You've got to come
Yeah.
to Nottingham and get me a Nando's.
Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try and do it this season. We'll go for a couple of points in Hooters beforehand.
I don't
Does it
drink.
still exist?
I don't drink. So
Well, I'll drink then, and you can
drink.
I'll
I'll eat the chicken. That's
fair
that's
enough,
normal.
mate. Fair enough. And then we'll go to Nando's as well. Job done.
If you're paying,
Yeah, that's fine.
that's fine.
Fine.
Right.
That's fine. And then we'll take the 3 points home.
Now you're dreaming. Right, people, please do hit the like button, subscribe, and let me get Craig's thoughts about Forest situation, because Craig spoke to me before we started live, and I was like, I scratched my head a little bit. So, what's your opinion on Nottingham Forest?
Well,
people, get your popcorn ready, because this was very interesting what you said.
Wow. Do you know what? I've even created a little thumbnail for, a little video that's going to go out tomorrow morning, nice and early. And it is going to be rage bait for Forest fans. Sorry, guys. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Mr. Dore. Last season, you were outstanding. You were very, very good. You weren't outstanding the day you come to Dean Court and we beat you 5-0. Just had to rub
Craig,
that
don't talk about that game, please.
but you did go and beat Brighton the week later 7-0. Nuno Espirito Santo did a fantastic job. There's a big problem with Nottingham Forest, though. And that problem is Evangelos Marinakis. Now, the guy is a bit of a Fruit Loop, to be perfectly honest.
Why is he a Fruit Loop?
Right. Okay. So you have a manager. you have a manager in Nuno Espirito Santo who plays attractive, nice football, good football, and gets you into Europe for the first time since I think it was Frank Clark, wasn't it, the
Yeah, fuck
last
off.
time? So Frank Clark got you in. I did make the mistake and said Brian Clough the other day, but yeah, Frank Clark got you into Europe as well. But so first time in, well, we're talking, 30, 35 years. Marinakis, after 3 games, which is a win, a draw, and a loss,
Right.
not bad form by all means,
Mm.
decides to sack Nuno Espirito Santo. Now, I think it's all down to personalities. Now, the thing is if you have a good manager in place, you don't have to bloody like them. You don't have to think, oh, they're the nicest person since sliced bread. Not in a million years, Mr. Dore. What does he do? He brings in Ange Postecoglou, a man. You've
Wait,
gone
wait,
from
wait, wait,
one
wait, wait.
style of
Stop, stop, stop,
football
stop, stop, stay, because
to a whole
because
different one.
because you're pushing it a little bit. So let's finish with Nuno. So you're saying, and people in the chat, if you agree or disagree, you're saying Mr. Marinakis was wrong to sack Nuno.
100%.
No, sorry, I
100%.
100% disagree.
Why,
That's
why,
like
why was
saying,
he not right? Why was he right to sack Nuno Espirito
so
Santo?
was Nuno right to say what he said in the there's a game before the West Ham game about his relationship with Mr. Marinakis?
At the end of the day, if relationships are strained, you know, you would think, and if somebody did that to me at my place of work, and I've been in management positions, and I am in management position, I would not sack that person for saying that. What I would do is I would look at how I can improve that relationship rather than booting them out the door. Marinakis' first thought was to burn bridges and then bring in somebody who is the polar opposite of football in Ange Postecoglou, which Ange Postecoglou, I love. Honestly, he's such a nice bloke, Ange Postecoglou. He's one of the most lovable characters in the game. But being a lovable character in the game of football does not make you a good football manager. It doesn't make hey, hey, there's people I love in my life, but it doesn't mean that they can manage a game of football. Doesn't mean that they'd be any good as a football manager. And this is the problem: is that Marinakis is probably gone with Ange because he knows him from previous
Yes, yes, that's true.
and brought him in, and he's the polar opposite of what Nuno Espirito Santo is. So, of course, comes in, and can't get a tune out of a Forest team who are already a little bit depleted on confidence because you can't tell me that those players wanted Nuno gone. Not in a million years did they want Nuno gone.
Yeah, but Craig, we lost 3-0 to West Ham.
Yeah, I do get that, but at the end of the day, Marinakis has put. I think if Nuno Espirito Santo was in charge for that game, you know,
Right.
he would have got the 3 points. And
Oh, against West Ham?
yeah,
But he lost 3-0 that game. So, yeah, I don't get where you put. He put right. So he said what right with Nuno. He said what he said
mm.
before the game. He loses 3-0 to West Ham,
Oh, sorry. Yes, yeah,
and then
yeah. I'm with you now. Sorry, I've lost all track.
he
I've
lost
lost
all track.
all
And
track.
then
Yes.
did he say something? I don't know. If he still said something after the game about Mr. Marinakis. So,
Mm.
like I said, that's like saying that everyone has their own way of work.
Yeah.
You can't say about your boss about I've not got a good relationship. In hindsight, if you look at it now,
But you can. But you can. The thing is what Nuno is probably trying to do is repair that and say, look, this is what I think is wrong, and this is what I want, from this relationship.
Quick, okay,
Marinakis strolled onto the pitch, last season, and whilst Forest were in a race for Europe, it's
Craig,
just stupid.
Craig. Let me just say, right, so you're complaining about Marinakis going on the pitch.
100%. I don't think
What?
he
Why?
should have.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
I don't know.
No one
I,
knows. No one
mm,
knows. No one
yeah.
knows what happened in that conversation. There's a problem with, like I said, and this is no disrespect to you. And when you got the rival fans having a little dig at Marinakis, and no one knows the facts of what happened. Everyone, like, Tower one nearly died. So Marinakis is going to go mad.
Mm.
The problem with Marinakis is because he acts different to other owners. That's the problem. So
He does, yeah,
that, so
he
ends
does.
it,
But
ends
the
it.
problem is he's gone from one manager that plays one style of football to Postecoglou, who plays a polar opposite, to now Sean Dyche, a manager who couldn't get a tune out of what is proved to be a decent enough Everton squad. I tell you what, Sean Dyche's last game as Everton manager was against Bournemouth. It was just before the FA Cup games, and it was a dull 1-0 win. But in that game, I cannot recount a single shot that Everton had on our goal. Literally, we were
You saying
peppering.
Sean Dyche's not going to do well at Forest?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will because again, he's a completely different manager to the manager that you had in the first place that got you into Europe. You know,
Oh,
I
Nuno. You
honestly
mean?
think this is Marinakis' fault.
No, no,
I
no, 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 no,
honestly
right.
do.
Okay, stop there. It's Marinakis' fault for hiring Ange.
100%. Yes.
Let's keep that real.
Yeah.
But with Nuno, and again, Forest fans can agree or disagree on this one. That's Nuno's fault. We understand Nuno should have kept that private,
Mm.
but because Nuno said it in the public to
Yeah.
make Marinakis the bad person, Marinakis thinking, well, no, come on, because look at it with Udo. Udo's coming to the club now.
Mm.
Marinakis got other things to sort out now.
But why
But
did he charge on? Well, why did he charge on the pitch last season? I
because of
just
Tower
don't get.
one knee.
Mm.
Did you see it? What happened?
I saw him march on the pitch. I don't know all the context, but
No one
I
knows.
don't.
No. Quick. Again, this is what I'm
Mm.
trying to say to you, my friend. No one knows what Mr. Marinakis said to Nuno.
Yeah.
No one. This is the
Nobody.
problem with media. Media are assuming of what he said.
Hmm.
So, and now I'm not trying to disrespect you at all, because as a Bournemouth fan, you see from inside out, oh, he's gone here to just to banish because of that 2-2 draw with Leicester. But Tarawani nearly died. So Manak has gone mad. We don't, like I said, I'm speculating. I'm speculating like everyone
Yeah.
else does. No one knows. So you can't just say, "Oh, Manak is Manak should not have sold Nuno. Let's sack Nuno." Brought Ange, his mate, and then you're slating Deitch because Manak should have brought in Deitch. Come
I,
on.
I, I honestly, and I know I've been knocked for this as well. I personally think that there is plenty of other managers out there which would have been a better fit for Nottingham Forest. I
Who?
honestly do. I
Who?
honestly do.
Who?
Well, personally, Graham Potter is out of work.
Come on. No. He's gone. He's at Sweden now.
Yeah, but he wasn't at the time. We could have seen him at Forest if Marinakis had gone with that. But what Marinakis has gone with is a very, very, very defensive anti-football coach who the positive thing The positive thing from Forest's perspective is Sean Dyche has never been relegated from the Premier League, but no doubt if he had been given the season with Everton, he would have had relegation on his CV.
Well, great. That
100%.
when Dyche got to Everton, like the first season he was at Everton, he kept him up because of how he plays. Isn't that positive? And now we're in that situation. Forest in that situation right now, and like I said, people have their own opinion. Forest fans got their own opinion about Dyche. Like I said,
Yeah.
right, 90% of Forest fans wanted Dyche to get us out the mess. Especially we got Ian Warren and Steve Stone with us. That's an extra bonus for me and Forest fans. But you're saying I don't put things. I'm not trying to say what you're trying to say. You think Forest will go down with Dyche?
I want it to work for you. I want it to work for you because you know the story. I went to university up there. You know, I do have a soft spot for your football club. However, I think that Marinakis has completely shot the team in the foot, and I personally think that you are going to be fighting relegation this season. I honestly do. And it's not because of the three managers that we've spoken about. It's not because of the fans. I personally think it's because of Evangelos Marinakis. And he's made a massive mistake. Chris, you know, when after we beat you, you know, back in the championship and he sacked Chris Hughton, that made sense. That made perfect sense. He brought in Steve Cooper. That all made sense. This doesn't. It really doesn't, mate. He's got you into Europe for the first time in 35 years or whatever it is. And, you know, Marinakis, after 3 games, has sacked him over, you know, a few words. You know, Scott Parker, when he got sacked, and he did, you know, he whinged about, you know, the chairman at the time, Maxim Denham, not spending enough money. We'd just been hammered 9-0. You know, that didn't happen. You know, to 3-0 defeat to West Ham at that point, you know, we know West Ham aren't particularly very good now. You know, in all honesty, that's not the worst result in the world. I know it's a bad defeat, but it's not the worst result. You're on 4 points. You know, since then, it's just been a terrible, terrible, terrible start for Forest. You should be higher than where you are, and I think you would have been higher than where you are if he just turned round to Nuno and said, "Look, understand your point of view, Nuno Esperanto Santos. You know, let's sit down
Craig,
and work
Craig,
like men."
how's Nuno doing at West Ham?
To be honest, not very well, but he hasn't had much time there.
You want to, let me ask you a question, right, Craig?
Hmm.
Do you know, like I said, you because as a Ralph fan, you won't know. You know his backroom stuff. You know he's not took his backroom stuff, right?
Hmm.
And you know what and you know what they said?
Go for it.
Nuno should not have opened his mouth. They were happy at Forest.
They probably
Uh,
were. They
And
probably
now,
were. And actually,
and they've not gone with him at West Ham.
in hindsight,
Do you know what they've been doing?
Nuno shouldn't have.
They've been going to Forest games.
Mm.
So now, again, people in the chat. I'm not being critical friends, and I'm not trying to like disrespect him or anything like that. I say, like I said, I understand your opinion. And like I said, I've seen Justin said, Craig definitely had tied to his opinion. We look much better with that against Porto, which we'll see. And like I said, but I personally think, I think most Forest fans think Nuno shouldn't open his mouth. Basically, he should have kept his mouth shut and see from there.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, though.
Exactly, it sounds to say. But with the Dyche situation, I'm like, for me again, I think we had to get him in to get away from the bottom three because we got European football. And now look what happened. And look what happened on Thursday. We beat Porto, a team that has not lost. Scored 28 goals. So we had to get that little bit of confidence. And the Premier League is bread and butter. That's the main objective in the Premier League to stay clear from the bottom three. And tomorrow, it's going to be a tough, tough game to Bournemouth because you're up there flying high. and we're going to Bournemouth. Last time we beat you lot was on the Stuart Pearce. We put 2-1. So let me get to the next question. So you think tomorrow you're going to beat us easy because it's Dyche?
I do think so. I do think so, and I know that I'm not disrespecting Forest. I know some
Oh
of the
no,
Forest fans
quick,
elsewhere.
you're not disrespecting because I'm not. I'm not going to say you say this, say that, am I? So just say how
No,
it is.
I honestly think we will do, and I think it's because the players enjoyed playing under Nuno. You could tell. You could tell that they were enjoying playing under Nuno. Um, but at the same time, you know, I think it will take a little bit of turning around, and Sean Dyche, no doubt, will put an arm around them. Ange Postecoglou, as we've said, was the wrong appointment. Just because somebody's a nice bloke, it doesn't make him a great manager. But in all honesty, I think we will do. I think we will do. But I hope, like I say, I hope you get out of this because I think, and I've got so much respect for your football club. I hope you get
Are
out
you
of it.
sure, Craig? You got some respect for our football
I
club?
do. I
Are
I
you
I, I
sure?
do. I do. I'm just saying, Marinakis.
You throw some grenades at us a little bit. I can see it.
Honestly,
And
I think
I'm not
Marinakis.
dodging them. I'm not dodging the grenades. Like, what's going on here?
Marinakis is fucked up.
He
That's what I
hasn't.
think. I honestly do think he
You're not a fan
has.
of him, are you, Craig? You're not a fan of man. Right, let's be clear because I think you've got a good owner as well.
Oh yeah, our owner's
Yeah,
fantastic,
you've
and
got a great owner.
he lets Iriola get on with it, and
What should Marinakis do? Like people in the chat, and this is Forest fans. Do you think Marinakis is a good owner? And it's not you, Chris, for the chat. Do you think Marinakis is good to be a good owner at Forest? And I'm saying, right, I was speaking to a Burnley fan, and I'm saying he questioned Marinakis as well. And I asked him, would you love Marinakis at your club? He went, yeah. Why not? If you didn't have your owner, wouldn't you want Marinakis at your club?
If we didn't have our current owner, I'd rather Maxim Denham be here than Marinakis.
So you want Marinakis?
No, I don't think I would.
Why
I don't
not?
think I would.
You spend big money like he spends big money at Forest.
He does
That's
spend
what
big money.
that's what
Yeah,
River
no
owners do, though,
doubt.
Craig. That's what River owners do, don't they? Ambitious owner.
He's an ambitious owner, but sometimes an ambitious owner can shoot themselves in the foot.
But all
You know,
owners do that, though.
you look at Watford. Look at Watford's owners.
They're
Rich.
crazy.
Rich.
But they're crazy, Craig.
What Marinakis has just done. In all honesty, this season, what Marinakis has done, you could compare that to what Watford have done in the past. Okay, they still, they have more managers than I have hot dinners at Watford. But at the same time, let's be fair. If you get an offer of a management position and you're out of work, you might as well take it because the payoff's going to be quite good. But Marinakis, what he's done, is it's just the same. And like I say, I think he shot you guys in the foot a little bit, mate. And I hate to say it,
Yeah,
I
but
honestly
Angie
do.
has. With Angie did. He like I said, I said on my podcast about 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Like with the Ange situation, it was his fault, Ange, for bringing like Mr. Marinakis' fault for bringing Ange. But since he's got promoted to the Premier League, I think he's done brilliant for us. Because let's keep it real quick, right? The Premier League, Marinakis acts differently to all the rest of the owners.
Right? Oh, he does, yeah.
And I'm not saying Marinakis is an angel because, as you say, he's done some mistakes. But I wouldn't say the way you're talking, he's a bad owner. Because I personally think out of the 20 clubs, Marinakis, I'll say how many clubs will love Marinakis? Because Brighton's got a great owner.
Yeah, Brighton's got a great owner.
But I personally think Marinakis will all fans will love Marinakis at the club. I think you love him at your club. That's my opinion.
Like Sean says there, I think club stability is better than, spending, loads and loads and loads of money. To be honest, Marinakis has got, and I will give him some credit here. He has got a good business sense in the fact that your linkage with Olympiakos, with regards to that's sensible, that's clever, that where a lot of players that you buy from maybe lower down the leagues will go out to Olympiakos. I've seen that, and that makes perfect business sense. So Marinakis isn't an idiot, but in all honesty, you know, I think he's completely and utterly stuffed this up. I think he has. He's completely and utterly stuffed the season up, mate. You know,
It's early days, Craig. What is it, 8 games we played? He hasn't. It's, the Ange situation he has.
mm.
But you can't. We can't just. Right, you're a rival fan. You're not a fan.
Nuno's got 4 of the points of the 5 that you got.
But he's opened his
Ange got
mouth.
1.
He's opened his mouth, Craig. Don't open your mouth. Have you seen his press conference that he did?
Yeah, but at the same time,
Was he right though? Was he right? Was he right? Yes or no?
Probably wasn't the right way to go about it, and it was in hindsight, he'll probably be kicking himself. However, at the same time, I personally think that Marinakis should have gone, right, okay, we've got a disagreement here. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of sit around the table, talk it out, and get a solution. Not what he's done. Not go to then Ange Postecoglou. You've got to look at the styles of football that managers play, mate. I'm sorry, but Ange, finished with a very, very, very talented Spurs team. He finished just outside the relegation zone. It's only because, the bottom 3 were so shite last season that, Spurs were in a right mess. Tell me how that's business sense. Tell me how that makes any sense, Mr. Dore. It doesn't make any sense. Forest played a very good style of football. He's gone to somebody who, who's a mate, and it's just a bloody mess. It really is.
I get that. No, I get that sometimes because, like I said, the way we played, and like when we got promoted to Premier League, when we had Steve Cooper, Steve Cooper had his own way of playing football. Some people didn't like it, but he kept us up.
Yeah.
The second season, I think it was the right timing for Steve Cooper to go, and he's still going to be a legend for the club.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nuno comes in, and Nuno struggled for the first season as well. Then he brought his own ideas, and then the last season, everyone knows what he did. Got us into Europe, blah blah blah, and then we started well. We started fantastic against Brentford. We won 3-1, and everyone again thought, "Oh, we're going to have a great season again." And then all this tip-up comes up. We're getting sacked. Ange coming in, and Dyche coming in now. And I think if you look at it, right, we brought Dyche in, and all the PR work. I think, me personally, I love it. I love it because I don't know if you know, Craig. I love Ian Worm. I love Steve Stone. I love them players.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, with Marinakis, like I said, he's gonna have his ups and his downs. And like I said, all rival fans, they're always gonna have an opinion about him, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But he's a different kind of owner. We don't want to be like look at the Glaziers. They don't go to games. Marinakis goes to every single game.
To be honest, he's a loyal. Yeah, he is a loyal chairman. There is no doubt about that. He's not done this to stuff Forest up. He's done this with the best intentions at hand. But what he has done, in my honest opinion, will end up backfiring on him. That's just my opinion. I hope at the end of the season, we can look.
We're gonna be above you, Queen. We're gonna be above you. I'm saying it now. We're gonna be above you. I'm saying it now. On the Dyche.
I can't see it.
Watch. People, clip this we're gonna win tomorrow, and and you're gonna fail, and we're gonna finish above you with
Can't see
Dyche's
it.
team.
Can't see it. Can't
People,
see it in
I'm
a
gonna clip
million
this.
years, mate.
Oh what?
Can't see it in a million years, mate.
Right, people, we can win tomorrow. I'm having it. So let's get back to the game tomorrow, right?
Go for it.
So people in the chat, right? So we've not beat you since, like I said, Stuart Pearce management.
Hmm.
People in the chat, who got the goals? Don't say anything, Craig. But who got the goals? People in the chat, who got the goals to beat Bournemouth 2-1? And don't cheat on Google. Don't cheat. So, like I said, Bournemouth are fifth, aren't they? The fifth in the league now.
Yes, we are fifth
fifth
in the
now.
league. Fifth in the league, but we will go second tomorrow.
You're confident then tomorrow, then, yeah?
Yeah, very confident.
I can't. You know what?
He's just a smugness. Honestly, you knew I was going to come on like this, Mr. Dore.
Forest
It's
win
just to
tomorrow.
kind of put a big
If
smile
Forest
on
win
your face.
tomorrow, and with Dyche in charge, I'm gonna give you the beautiful. I'm gonna come for you, Craig. Phone you and everything after the way you spoke about Dyche.
Honestly,
I've got no issues
do
with
it.
Bournemouth. I've got
Do it, mate.
no problems with Bournemouth, man. Like I said, I want us to smash them tomorrow, and then you can do whatever in the league.
Do you know what you will have to come? You have to come on our show as well after the game on that Monday night. Because I tell you what, if you do that,
He's
yeah,
got it right.
pretty sure
That's
you're
some
giving.
longer. I'm for it.
Yes, pretty sure you will be giving him a
Craig,
big one.
what if I'm free on Monday? I'm gonna absolutely destroy you. I am
But if
gonna.
we do destroy you, you probably won't turn up.
I turn up. I always turn up if we win, lose,
I
draw.
know, I'm only
I,
joking.
I always turn up if we lose, win or draw. I always turn up everywhere. So come on, like Craig, like I said, we're helping on 43 minutes. We've had a long conversation about.
I'll tell you what, it's been a really good conversation, and it's
Very
great.
good. Like I
At
said,
the
you
end
know
of
what
the
it is,
day,
right? It's good to have a rival fan on my channel and have an opinion because, and what you said, like I said, I'm not going to say, oh, you're wrong, because it's how you feel about it. But at the same time, I've got to challenge you, Craig. I've got to challenge you about.
And you're right in doing that. And you're
Yeah,
right in doing that. And in fact, when that video goes out tomorrow morning, I'm more than happy for all the Forest fans to come on and turn around and say you are talking the biggest load of shite going, and then
what time's it on tomorrow? What time is it on?
it will be up about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I'll watch you when I'm on my way to Bournemouth then.
Yeah, I am happy for all the Forest fans to turn around and say you're talking absolute shite, and if you do beat us tomorrow, hey,
I
you've got full
cannot
bragging
wait.
rights.
I'm
You've
coming
got
for you
full bragging
straight away, Craig.
rights. But
People, make sure everyone subscribe to Craig. It's in the title. I'm gonna. I've got no problem. Like I said, Bournemouth fans, if you watch it, I've got no issues with you at all. So you did upset me you did really upset me though with the wind game, but far from that.
no, mate. Honestly, I
Yeah.
absolutely love coming on
Right.
here.
So
Like I say, I just want to reiterate. I want Forest to do well because I went to university there. I like the place. I like the fans. We always
Craig,
have
stop trying
great
to backtrack
banter.
now, Craig. Stop being trying after all you said about Dyche, Mr. Maunaki. Stop trying to
I'm
backtrack
licking
now.
arse now, ain't I?
You little bit, you are. But like I said, people, it's Craig's opinion, and this is why it's good to have like Craig when he says it, how he says it. Right, look, people in the chat, right? We've done probably 45 minutes, and I didn't expect it to be this because as you know, people, I'm going to Bournemouth tomorrow and leaving at 7:00 at 7:30 in the morning, and that. Okay, Craig. People in the chat, what's the score prediction? Because people have voted. 42% says 7% says Bournemouth, 55 says Forest, and 38% says draw.
Oh, yeah, but come on, come on, Mr. Dore, you've put it on it's on a Forest
It's on
channel.
your channel as well. It's on your channel as well.
It is like, yeah, but the poll is on the Forest channel.
No,
It is like going to a
no,
Labour
the
conference
poll,
saying, who do
it's
you
on your
think will
channel.
win the next
It's on your
general election?
channel.
They're
It's on your channel. Look, it's on your channel.
I'm only pulling your leg, mate. I think, though, it's going to be a 3-0 win. I think Sean Dyche is going to suffer another defeat here. I wasn't impressed with what he did with the Everton team.
Yeah, but
To be honest, we could
Craig, he
still
had a
be
poor team.
we could still
Craig,
be playing now, and they still wouldn't have scored.
Craig,
And
he
honestly,
had a poor team. You can't just say that because of what he did at Everton. He's got a better team at Forest now.
I don't think Everton are that bad team. I don't
Yeah,
think Everton are
but the
that bad.
team, but the team is at the team he had at Forest. I think it's more. It's not. I'm not saying 10 times, but it's so much better.
Marinakis has got the wrong manager for the style of football these players are used to. He has. He has. Honestly,
What do you
mate.
mean? So
Honestly.
he should have brought an attacking manager in then.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. Right, attacking football doesn't suit. Right, you know with
It worked last season.
yeah, but Nuno didn't play attacking football. He
Yeah,
didn't. He
but
didn't play attacking football at all.
you know,
You do know that, right?
yeah, I thought it was all right.
No, he wasn't attacking football.
But
But
I personally thought, that the football was a lot more expansive under Nuno,
we
and
lost you twice, Craig. We lost you twice. Lost 5-0 and 3-2. Can you remember them games?
yeah.
He wasn't attacking football.
Although we did draw last season, but it was just the City ground. But that was the first game of the season.
Oh,
We
it was
did.
1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. But at the end of the day, yeah, it was. To be honest, we was playing high press. I think Nuno's football was a lot better than
It was. No,
Ange's,
don't
and
get
it's
me
a
wrong.
lot better than
No,
Sean
don't get me
Dyche's.
wrong. The way you play football, it's got us into Europe. And I'm probably going to Austria next week. I'm going to Austria to see Forest play. And I'm buzzing for that.
Honestly, mate, it's great to see that.
I'm loving
as
it.
well.
I'm loving it. Like, I'm loving like going to see Forest travel. But
Yeah.
I can't slag off Nuno the way what Nuno did for it because it's the best Premier League season for me and other Forest fans. But I can't write him. I'm not saying Nuno was crap. He never was. So
He should never have been sacked. Never should have been sacked at all. Honestly,
fair enough. Right. Last but not least, Craig. So what's your score prediction?
I'm going for a 3-0 comfortable win.
Oh, now you've been. I'm praying.
We're in great form.
No, you are. You did flop it last week against Palace, though.
Wow, to be honest, if Mateta had his shooting boots on for that fourth one, bloody hell. We were lucky. We were very lucky at the end. But in all honesty, I think that Palace are a very, very good side. They're a very good side.
No, they are a very good side. They are a very good side.
So yeah, I've got to say, with the upheaval and the mess that Forest are in, I'm going to go for a 3-0 win.
Okay.
However, I hope you turn it around, but especially after this weekend.
I cannot wait. Forest, I'm playing. If Forest win tomorrow, Craig, I'm gunning for you. I cannot.
Mate, honestly,
wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
I cannot wait. I'm gunning for you, Craig.
You might beat Man United.
No, we'll beat Man U.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them. Right, mate, Craig, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on my channel. Like I said, make sure everyone subscribes to his channel. It's in the title.
No, thanks,
And,
mate.
when is it? When is it? Monday? What time Monday?
It's Monday at 7 p.m. So, Forest fans, you are welcome to come on to Cherry Slaps, which is our reaction show. Hey, we will be there, win, lose, or draw. Most definitely win this weekend, but you're more than welcome to come on. And like I say, hey, all the very, very best for the rest of the season. Of course, just not tomorrow.
I'm praying to God we beat you a lot now. I'm not gonna lie.
After what's your prediction?
Watch out for next Dore on tour. I'll tell you next. I'm going for it. I'm going for it, Craig. I'm sorry. I'm going for it. I think we'll win 2-1.
I don't expect anything less.
I think I'm not saying that because of I think that what with Dyche, all the like I said, all the positive what happened on Tuesday against Porto, the atmosphere and all that. I think the atmosphere is gonna be rocking. So I'm going for 2-1 for us. I'm going for 2-1 Forest. I'm going for
Fair
it.
play, mate. Fair play. Yeah.
Right, people. Like I said, I'll be there tomorrow. How many times have I been Bournemouth? I've been 4. I don't know. I've been so many times up to Bournemouth, and I've not won yet. We got cheated out of it in a championship.
You sat in a
Cheated.
pub once, didn't you? You know, when you come to Bournemouth, when it was quite windy.
When?
No, I saw I saw the pictures. You know, when something fell off Dean Court, I think you made a retreat into a pub, didn't you? And
I went to the pub to drown my sorrows, and people know I don't drink because it was you. Your club made me drink.
oh dear, oh
Your
dear.
club made me drink, and that's what happens when someone just upsets you. And I just go for a drink, but I don't drink. I don't drink now. So tomorrow, I'm gonna stick to the lemonade, Lucasade,
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
and all that. But yeah, people, I'll be there tomorrow, as always, traveling up to see the Mighty Forest play Bournemouth. Massive shout out to my sponsors as well, to Adam Holledge and Far Wide. They sponsor my channel to the rest of the season, so much appreciate them as well. Craig, I can't wait to wipe that smoke off your face. I'm praying.
Do you know what? I bet there is every single Forest fan out there will be watching just to see me, you know, moaning and making some sort of complaint about a refereeing decision. You know, yeah, yeah. I've made myself unpopular in Nottingham. I love the place. Yay! You know, hey, I won't be able to
cannot
walk
wait
into
for the Dyche
Scooters
Ball.
again.
I cannot wait for the Dyche Ball tomorrow night. Well, yeah, people, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, if you agree or disagree with everything that Craig said, please put in the comments section as well. I will support you all the way as well. My usual African reaction tomorrow, the match vlog. I might do the review show tomorrow if I get back in time. If I don't do it tomorrow, it will be definitely Monday. So watch out for that. If we win, I'm praying to God.
My phone's going to be on fire, isn't it?
It's going to be, no, you better keep your phone on. But people, it's been a pleasure. Tomorrow, I head to Bournemouth. Make sure everyone subscribe to Craig. He's a top guy. We have a little joke and laugh. I've known Craig since Championship days, so
yes.
But people be nice to me. Like people come here, have their own opinion, and that's fine, and it's fine. But Forest fans been nice to you, to be fair.
They have been in the past. Yeah, they have been in the past. They're not so popular of me this year, but yeah, like I say,
leave Mr. Marinakis alone. That's what I say. Leave him alone.
Yeah, you're quite precious of him, aren't you?
Because he's done so much for the club. He's done. You know what it's Craig? Because like I said, the media they always write something bad about him, but when it comes to something good, not a peep squeaker from him. This is what frustrates me a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
He's done so much for the club, and it's just when it always turns bad, Marinakis' fault. Marinakis this, Marinakis. But I get it because he puts himself out there, and that's how it is. Right, people, let me get going. Thank you, everyone. Make sure before you do leave, hit the like button, subscribe if you know. I'm going to redirect to someone. Who can I redirect to? I don't know. Who can I redirect to? You're not going to live, are you, Craig, afterwards, are you? Or are you going straight to sleep?
No, I'll be around.
Because you know, do you know about all this redirect? You can redirect to a different channel.
Oh, can you?
So that's all the. Wrong one. Where am I going? Who can I redirect to? I don't know what I can do. What am I doing?
I haven't a clue. This is something new.
Or as you know, when you're live on YouTube, you can redirect to someone, to other people, and that. So who can redirect?
Hey, you could redirect to me, couldn't you? Hey,
yeah, but you're not going live.
Oh no, I'm
That's
not.
The thing. You know, when you're live, you redirect to someone. Let me redirect to. No,
I doubt there's many.
No, there's quite a lot of people on.
Forest fans, you know.
No, there's no one on. So let me redirect to Yeti. Yeti's on. Forest fan. Yeah, Yeti's on. Right, people. Right, we redirect to Yeti. He's a Forest fan and all that. So right, people. Tomorrow I'll be there. Peace and love. Craig, I'm coming for you tomorrow, man. If Forest win, you keep your phone on. Up the bloody Forest, people.